Hi there! For today's read aloud, we will be reading One Pony Too Many. Before we begin reading, please take a moment and make a prediction. Use the cover and the title, One Pony Too Many, and what you already know about ponies to make a good prediction. Alright, if you need more time, just go ahead and pause the video. One Pony Too Many. I didn't expect the trip to Mr. Ferris's farm to turn out the way it did. I saw his ponies as soon as we got out of the car. They had shaggy manes and stocky legs. I patted one over the fence. So this is the mane, the stocky legs. She's a Shetland pony, Mr. Ferris explained. She may be small, but she's full grown. Did you know a pony is not a baby horse? In fact, ponies are horses' short, stocky cousins. There are many different kinds of ponies. Shetland ponies come from the Shetland Islands in Scotland. Did you know that? Thumbs up or down? I didn't know that, so that's something new I learned. Why is she small if she's grown up? I asked. Shetland ponies come from a cold, rocky place, Mr. Ferris explained. It made them small and tough. Like me, I said. Lots of kids learn to ride on Shetland ponies, Mr. Ferris added. My mom and dad exchanged looks. We were just here to visit. I wondered if this might be my chance to get a pony. What do you think her parents are thinking about? Do you hear them say, okay, she can learn how to ride, or okay, maybe she can get one. What do you think is going to happen? This is a good chance to make a prediction. All right, let's keep reading. Can we take her home? I'll do all the chores, I pleaded. She's Mr. Ferris's pony, son, my dad replied. A pony can teach a boy responsibility, Mr. Ferris said. Consider her a gift. What does that mean? Is Mr. Ferris giving the boy the pony? Let's keep reading and see what the parents say. That's how we got Buttercup. I could not thank Mr. Ferris enough. I hugged my mom and dad. Okay, so it looks like they're back at their home. At first, Buttercup fit right in. Our house is on the edge of town, and we have a big fenced yard. Together, my dad and I turned our shed into a barn. It was my job to feed and brush Buttercup. In return, I got to ride every day after school. Did your prediction come true? Did you think this was going to happen? He was going to get to take Buttercup home? One morning, Buttercup was gone. Our neighbor, Mrs. Kumar, found her. Buttercup had jumped our fence and was eating her prize roses. We're so sorry, my mom said as we dragged Buttercup home. Uh-oh. Do you see Buttercup eating the roses? Look at the neighbor. She's not happy. The biggest surprise came when her foal was born. None of us were expecting him. He was cute, but as he grew, became twice as bold as his mama. Every morning, I had to search our neighborhood for both of them. I didn't like that very much, and neither did Buttercup and her foal. Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you, I announced. Before I continue reading, what do you think he's going to announce? We're making another prediction. It's good to make predictions as we're reading. All right, let's see what he's going to tell his parents. So, Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you, I announced. They looked up from the table. They were doing bills, trying to figure out how to keep paying for everything the ponies needed. So I guess the ponies are kind of expensive to have. Mr. Ferris said having a pony would teach me responsibility, I said. He was right. I love Buttercup, but now I know 2 ponies are 1 pony too many. Actually, 1 pony is 1 pony too many. That's how we ended up giving Buttercup and her baby back to Mr. Ferris. Luckily, I'm still learning to ride, but now our ponies live on a farm where they belong. So that's the end of the story. What do you think? Did you like the story? Thumbs up or down? Okay, let's go ahead and go to the beginning of the book, and we'll talk about whether or not the story was a realistic fiction or not. All right, so One Pony Too Many. Do you think the story was a realistic fiction? Thumbs up or down? Give you a moment to think about it, and then we'll go through the story and look at the characters, setting, and the different events that happened. All right, what do you have? Thumbs up or down? This one might be tricky. Let's see. So we're going to pay attention to the characters. So we have the boy and the pony, Buttercup, Mr. Ferris, the parents, the neighbor, the baby pony. Okay, so all these characters, were the people behaving like people? Thumbs up or down? They were. They weren't doing anything out of the ordinary. They were behaving like, these characters were behaving like people do. Now, were these animals behaving like animals? Thumbs up or down? They were behaving like animals, real animals would. Okay, now the setting. Here's a farm, the backyard, and a little shed that they made into a barn, neighborhood, backyard, then the farm again. So are those real, could those be real places in today's world? Thumbs up or down? They could be real places in today's world. There's nothing magical about them. They seem like real places, right? Because remember, realistic fiction, it's made up, the story's made up, but everything that's happening in the story, the characters, setting, the events, could actually really happen in real life, right? It seems real, okay? That's a realistic fiction. So far, yeah, the set. So for the setting, characters, and the events are good examples of a realistic fiction. Okay, now the different things that happen throughout the story, the different events. So this boy is visiting Mr. Ferris on a farm, so he's visiting someone on a farm. That could actually really happen. You can visit someone. He gives this family the pony. That could really happen in real life. May not happen every single day, but it really could happen to someone. They decide to keep the pony keeps getting loose. Even though these things that are happening throughout the story may seem like, oh, that wouldn't really happen in real life, it could happen. It could happen to someone, right? Okay, so this story is, yes, a good example of a realistic fiction. Okay? Now, before we move on to the next slide, I'd like for you to take a moment and think what the author's purpose was for writing this story, One Pony Too Many. Was it to persuade you, the reader, to inform you, or to entertain you? Persuade is to do whenever the author's trying to get you to do, try, or believe something. Inform is when the author is giving you real information, facts, true things. Or entertain is when the author just wrote the story, hoping you'll enjoy the story, maybe even laugh. Okay? Take a moment, think about it. Give me a thumbs up when you have something. All right, on the next slide, you'll have an opportunity to talk with a partner if you're at school, or if you're at home, maybe talk with a sibling, adult, or stuffed animal on why you think the author wrote this story. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's read aloud, One Pony Too Many.